Join us on a full video ship tour of Disney Cruise Line's Disney Wonder. We will take you deck by deck of this cruise ship, showing you around all of the restaurants, venues and outdoor areas. Plus, the Disney Wonder has had some recent makeovers and they're all included in this video. So sit back and relax as we take you on a tour of one of our favourite cruise ships. This video is sponsored by Squarespace. First up, let's take a look at the grand atrium in the centre of the ship. Now this is the heart of the ship and just look how spectacular it is. This was filmed in December, so it's actually all dressed up for Christmas. You'll find different decorations at different times of the year.
But at Christmas it just felt so magical, and it definitely is the most wow part of the ship because this is the first thing you see when you board this ship. It's just so beautiful.
It's over 3 different decks and it really is grand and the perfect place to grab a photo. We love all of the little Disney details, and of course you'll find Ariel as the main statue in this area as well. It is such a gorgeous area and Disney really do know how to make beautiful cruise ships. It's something that we'll always say, and it's never too much in your face. Anyway, let's head to the back of the ship with Tianas Place. Now this is one of the 3 main dining room restaurants. We love the main dining rooms on Disney, they are so beautifully themed. This one is themed after the Princess and the Frog. You get a full-on show here as well, including Tiana and her friends, and it really is a lovely space.
Yeah, so grab your tassels because we're heading to New Orleans with this one. Like Ben said, there is a live show while you enjoy the dinner, and the restaurant theme and the menu in here is inspired by the movie, and it's a New Orleans menu as well.
We love Disney because you rotate through the main 3 dining rooms and you take your servers with you every single night, so they really get to know you, which is really good, so they know what you like and what you don't like. Anyway, let's head forward from the restaurant, and this also is a brand new venue, which again has been themed after the Princess and the Frog. So this was the Promenade Cafe, now it's the new area which has got that new theming. It's a bar area. Here you'll find things like karaoke, trivia, and just a lovely bar just to go and drink during the day.
Yeah, I'm really disappointed though that they took away the internet cafe because I really needed that 1990s computer to contact my family back home by fax.
He's just kidding, guys. You really don't need that little area they've taken away. But this is great. It's even got a little train in there as well, which looks like a train. So it's a great place to grab some photos. And it's really great to see, even though the ship was built in the late 90s, that Disney is still updating it with newer themes and things like that. And it really is a lovely space to come chill, grab a drink, or just do some trivia like we said.
This spot is great for daytime and nighttime as well. Like Ben said, they do trivia during the day in here, but because you've got those great windows with those fantastic views, or you can come for a pre-dinner cocktail.
Absolutely. Now we're just walking towards the front of the ship. You can see one of the other restaurants there, Tritons. That's one of the other main dining rooms. Now this is themed after The Little Mermaid. It's a really lovely space and it's probably the most princessy restaurant out of all of them. There's some lovely wall murals and wall art around as well. Or murals, not murals. But yeah, very good indeed. And the main dining rooms are really lovely. We always find the food to be fantastic. During our time in this main dining room, we had a little visit from all of the famous Disney characters, Donald Duck, Mickey, Minnie, the famous 5 as they say, but it's a really lovely space.
Yep, it's one of the grandest dining rooms on board the ship. Now we're just heading back to the main atrium. You can actually see there is guest services, so if you have any issues on board, you can come here to speak to guest services. And on the other side is shore excursions, so if you want to book any shore excursions while you're in port, that is where you'll do it, just here.
Yeah, it's called Port Adventures, but you can just see how grand and traditional like the ship is. It really is beautiful. Now at the front of the ship, you've got the after hours area. Now this area consists of 3 different venues and they're all adults only after 9 p.m. First up, you've got the Azua Club, which turns into a nightclub on a night, but during the day, you'll find lots of things like trivia and game shows and things like that. There's also a bar where you can grab some cocktails. And on a night, you'll find more adult-themed game shows and things like that. Maybe a disco, a silent disco, that kind of thing. But it is a really nice space. And not many people know that Disney caters for adults really well. just as kids as well. So if you're not with kids, there's lots of areas for adults only where you can escape those kids, which is really nice. And it's something that we always tell people. It's one of the few cruise lines that do this.
And if you're looking for bingo, this is where they do the Disney bingo. It does get popular though, because it's very, very busy. Next up is my favourite bar, and it's the Cadillac Lounge. It's so uniquely themed, and it has a real sense of Americana about it. Everything in here is inspired by the Cadillac car. Even the chairs and everything all makes you feel like you're in a Cadillac car. It is fantastic. It's a piano bar as well, so there is live piano in here on a night and some great cocktails.
Now, just on the other side, you've got a little gift shop. Then you've got the Crown and Fin, a proper English pub. And this is really nice as well. It's themed after a very British pub in here. And do you know what? It does look quite good indeed. Nice dark woods, those mahoganies, things like that. You can also order food in here for an extra charge as well. Again, you'll find things like screens showing sports during the day, and also things like trivia, drawing classes, craft classes, that sort of thing as well. But it's a nice space to come and grab a drink as well. We find that all of the venues here on Disney Cruise Line are very well themed indeed. They go that extra mile to make sure everything's just perfect. And you'll also see some windows here as well. Lots of the venues around the ship have big porthole windows, which not only look very nautical, but it's nice to look outside as well.
This really does make us feel like we are at home in an English pub.
This video is sponsored by Squarespace, the all-in-one website platform to help you stand out and succeed online. Have you ever wanted to create a website but didn't know where to start? Well, I've been there before. Luckily, I discovered Squarespace and it made the process so easy. One of the coolest features is Squarespace Blueprint AI. It's like having a personal website designer in your pocket. You basically just answer a few simple questions and it builds a fully custom on-brand website for you. And talking about AI, Squarespace's design intelligence combines 20 years of design expertise to help you create a stunning website that's tailored exactly to your needs. Another game changer is their email marketing tools. You can create stunning email campaigns right from your website. And let's talk about selling content. With Squarespace, you can monetize your expertise by gating content like blogs. It's a fantastic way to create recurring revenue without any extra hassle. Ready to bring your ideas to life? Well, start your free trial at squarespace.com. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Ben and David to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Now we're heading up the elevators to deck 4 and we're heading to Animators Palette. Now this is one of the most fun venues on board. The whole area here is all around animation and a lot of Disney history about animation. You get to actually draw as well some evenings, and it really does come to life with all the screens and the lights and the music. It is definitely the most fun venue out of all of them.
Yeah, it's definitely the coolest dining venue on the ship in my opinion. It's just so well themed again, and it's so interactive with those screens. And obviously, towards the end of the cruise, you do a little dance around the whole dining room as well. Here's David having the time of his life, bless him.
I actually forgot about that. I blocked that from my memory.
It's all good fun, it really is. And you can get involved or not get involved as much as you want. Anyway, we're just walking through the entrance here towards the next section. This is the Shutters photo library where you can have a look at all of your photos that you've taken on board. And there's also a small shop as well, a jewellery shop as well, where you can pick up some rings and things like that. But we're just having a little walk towards the front of the ship now. And again, you can see all of those lovely windows. Now, this is another venue. It's called the Disney D Lounge. Now, this is the family venue. And again, you'll find things like drawing classes. The meeting of characters can often be held in here, as well as family-friendly trivia and game shows. It's a lovely, versatile venue, and it also has a bar in there as well if you want to grab a drink.
Yeah, this area is really fun for all the family. So while after hours they'll have more the adult game shows on a night, this is where you'll find the family-friendly stuff on an evening. So there is a space for everybody.
We're just exiting back into the atrium area on the second level on deck 4, and as you can see, it's just really beautiful. It's a gorgeous venue. Look at those carpets. They've all been replaced recently as well, so everything's looking lovely and fresh. And like I said, for a ship made in 1999, she looks absolutely fabulous. Well done to Disney Cruise Line, because they keep their ships absolutely immaculate, so much more so than any other cruise line. But as you can see, she just looks so grand and warm and inviting, and we genuinely just love this type of ship. Anyway, let's head towards the front of the ship on deck 4. Here you'll see lots of shops like Mickey's Mainsail, and oh my gosh, the merch game is on another level. Disney Cruise Line really know how to do it, and there is so much merch for sale.
Yeah, and it changes all the time as well. One nice thing is they actually create merch for each area of the world that you're sailing in. So on this cruise, we were in Australia. There was lots of Australian things, so it's always fun to have a peruse through. But do bear in mind, you do have to pay for them, so make sure you do bring your cash. But it's great fun. Yeah, lots and lots of merch on here. Remember, the shops are only open when you're actually out at sea sailing, not when you're in port.
But yeah, as you can see, there is so much on offer. Then right at the front of the ship, you've got the Walt Disney Theatre. Now, this is a theatre that holds those Broadway and West End style shows. Do not miss them because they're fantastic. We saw shows like Frozen on here, which is really good, and Disney Dreams, where lots of the characters come alive in the shows. It really is a fantastic venue, and the shows are a must-see. Get there nice and early to grab a seat. And yeah, they're fantastic. You don't have to book anything either. It's just turning up as early as you can. I think they open up about 30 minutes before. Anyway, here on deck 4 as well, you'll also find an outdoor promenade deck, which is really cool with some deck games. And it's a really nice space to have a little walk around. We love a lovely little outdoor area, don't we, David?
Yeah, absolutely. Don't sleep on the outdoor deck on here. As you can see, it is actually still very popular, and it's so lovely that they have this, because modern cruise ships tend to remove this section. This, for me, feels the most traditional of every area. With the hardwood floors and the traditional sun loungers, it really does make you feel like you're harking back to an oldie-worldy cruise.
Anyway, we've came up to deck number 5 now, and here we have the Buena Vista Theatre. Now, this is the cinema on board, and Disney do something really cool. They show first-run movies in here as well before they're even out on land. We got to see a couple of the Marvel films a few weeks before they came out on land. On this particular cruise, we saw Moana 2 a whole week before it was released, which is so cool. So keep an eye on that. You can also buy some popcorn and some drinks and things as well for the theatre. We're just having a little walk around now, and here you'll find many of the kids clubs. We'll start with the nursery. So this is an extra charge. It's the only kids club you've got to pay for, and this is for the very young kids and babies. And it's a cute little space with lots of little Disney themed touches, which is lovely.
Yeah, it's a great option if you are looking for a date night and you just want somebody to look after the kids for a couple of hours. You can check them into there. Next up is the Oceania Club, and this is the biggest kids club for the little ones. So this is complimentary, there's no extra charge for this, and there is so much to do in these kids clubs. Arts, crafts, games, little shows. It's Disney Cruise Line, so obviously their main focus is making sure the kids clubs are the best on the seas, and they definitely are.
Yeah, they really are outstanding. There is nothing quite like this at sea. Disney do it the best, they really do. And the spaces are really fantastic. They have an open day the day you board the cruise, so everybody, including us, got to have a full look around of all of the kids' clubs. I highly recommend this because it's quite cool. There's also a secret tunnel between 2 of the kids' clubs where only the kids can go. You can see it through here, the little area that we're in now, and they connect 2 of the men's kids clubs, and it's really cool. Nobody else can get here, just the kids, so it's fabulous. There's lots of different areas for all different ages, from the little ones up to almost the tweens, but we'll show you those kids clubs in a bit. But lots of play areas. There's a Marvel themed area. You've also got a Frozen themed area. Coming up, you'll also see Andy's room from Toy Story. It's really fantastic, guys. The amount of detail and work they've put into all of these different areas, even for the kids, is really impressive, and you really notice the difference, and that's probably why you're going to be paying those higher price tags.
So this is my favourite area. This is the Wandering Oaken's Trading Post Kids area. And it's themed after Frozen. It's just such a cool little space, and you go, well, there he is. Woohoo! Yoo-hoo.
I've got to admit, if you haven't watched our vlogs, make sure you watch them because I did have a go down the Slinky Slide and I can tell you it was a lot of fun even for adults. Anyway, we've came up a few decks now to have a look at the only specialty restaurant on board. Now, this is an extra pay restaurant, and it's the Italian-style restaurant called Paolo. It's open for brunch, and it's open for dinner. We do recommend it because the food is really, really fantastic here. It definitely is worth the cost, and we found the food to be fantastic, as well as the service as well. Really, really good, guys, on an extra special level compared to a lot of other cruise lines.
It does book up very quickly, so if you do want to do Paolo, make sure you do it as soon as you can. Make sure you book it as soon as you can. And if you don't book it before the cruise, check on the day you board to see if there's any space. Next, we are heading down to the buffet on board.
It's called Cabanas, and it's a really great space with lots of different food on offer. You also have those sodas as well, coffee and tea. They're all included in the price of your cruise, which is really fantastic. Even those Coca-Cola products. Lots of different drinks on offer, and you'll find plenty of different food for all of the family, even those fussy ones as well. Everything from mac and cheese and chicken nuggets to more refined foods like salads and a seafood bar. Lots and lots of different food. This is open just for breakfast and lunch. It isn't open for dinner. You have to go to the main dining rooms if you want a proper meal or order room service. But yeah, the food is very good in here, and we just love the theming as well. It's all very well done after Finding Nemo. Very good indeed. You also have some quick service options as well, including Daisy Delights. Here you can get fruits, sandwiches, cakes, cookies, that sort of thing. If you just fancy something a little bit quicker, you can also build a bowl as well with a variety of different vegetables and salads. And you'll also find an outdoor drink station that's open all of the time as well, which is really good with those Coke machines and the tea and coffee and hot chocolate. But we're going to have a little look outside now. So this is the outside area now. You can see some of the seating, which you can sit from the buffet. It's just behind the buffet. And we're coming into the kids area now. It's really split into 3 different areas. This is called the Aqua Lab, and it's for the smallest of kids. You'll find a small slide and some cool little play areas and splash areas for the kids, as well as a small splash pool as well.
Yeah, so this really is for the youngest kids on board, and it's great that there is something for everybody here. Just behind that, there is some more snack stations and food stations, which we'll come to in a second. And this is that pool that Ben was talking about. When we were filming here, it was closed. That's why the net is over there. That's not to catch the children, don't worry.
You'll also find Dory's Reef as well, which is for the very small children. It's just another little splash zone. Yeah, we usually film before everything opens because we don't like to get people in our shots if we can avoid it. So yeah, it was very early in the morning, but you can see it's so bright and vibrant and very cool. It's a lovely area for the kids, and there's plenty for them to do on a Disney ship. We're just walking now towards the front of the ship to the main part. So this is going to be the main family pool. So this is the biggest pool area. And it's very big. You've got a large pool as well as 2 hot tubs. And there's also a screen called Funnel Vision. Here you'll find movies which are playing throughout the day and on an evening, as well as TV shows and Disney kind of things as well. All of the deck parties are going to be held in this area as well. Things like the fireworks show, as well as the daytime deck parties as well. And there's lots of seating, lots of hot tubs like we said, lots of sun lounges, and like David said, here you'll find the other places. It's called Boiler Bites. It's kind of a grill, so here you can get things like kebabs and cheeseburgers, hamburgers, fish burgers, all of that stuff. And then you've got ice cream as well, which is the complimentary soft serve ice cream joint, so you can come here for a free complimentary ice cream, which is lovely.
Yes, you can help yourself, and one tip is take the cups from the drink station if you want even more ice cream. Just having a walk over to the main pool area again on the deck above. So if there isn't any space down there, head to the deck above because there is usually sun loungers around that area as well. Now we're going to head inside to the Concierge Lounge. This is a new addition to the ship, and this is for those travelling in concierge class. It's a lounge area that's open all day and all evening for those who want to come and chill out in here. You got some great views into the adults pool and into the ocean as well, so you can see outside. It's nice and bright in here. There's complimentary snacks throughout the day, teas, coffees, juices. There's a fridge where you can grab your own drinks, and then on an evening there is a bar open for complimentary drinks and cocktails.
Yeah, so you have access to this area if you're staying in a suite or in a concierge cabin, like David said. Again, it was all dressed up for Christmas, so it looked very lovely indeed. And this space really is lovely. It's very big for the size of ship. The ship only holds just over 2,500 people, so there was always plenty of room in here, and there was always those fresh snacks, from breakfast snacks to daytime snacks to dinner time snacks, and they were all very, very tasty. And the staff, the cast members in here are so lovely and really did take care of us on our cruise. I would highly recommend doing a concierge cabin if you can push for it. Just above is the outdoor area, just for those concierge guests as well. A really lovely outdoor area at the top of the ship. You'll find things like more drinks in a little fridge out here, as well as complimentary sunscreen and lots of very comfy sun lounges. Again, this area was so quiet throughout our cruise, and there was lots of lovely comfortable areas to come and sit out and watch that beautiful blue ocean. It was a lovely space to come and chill. But there's one of the funnels, the very signature Disney Cruise Line funnels that you're not going to miss. Very cool indeed. So just next to the Concierge Lounge, you've got the Vibe Club. Now, this is the club for teenagers on board. So I think it's 13 to 17-year-olds maybe, or maybe just a little bit older than that. And it's a great loft-style space for them to come and chill out. Then you've also got the Edge Club. Now, this is for the tweens on board, and it's a really cool space. You've got those virtual portals there. You'll find lots of activities, TV shows, computer games, and things for the kids. There's going to be so much to do for every age range on board. And the kids that we've sailed with in the past absolutely love this area.
Now we're coming into the adults only area in the Cove Pool, but first up we've got the Cove Cafe. Now this is one of my favourite spots on board. This is the coffee shop. The coffees in here are an extra charge, but they are so worth it. They are absolutely delicious. But the snacks in here that are available, they are complimentary. It's such a nice space to come in here and chill, just relax, read a book, grab a coffee, or if it's a little bit too warm outside or too cold, depending on your cruise, it's a good place to come in. It's such a great little coffee shop.
And again, this whole area is adults only, which is really fantastic. So you have to be an adult to come into this area, and we didn't find any kids in here basically at any point. It's a really lovely area. Again, you've got a big pool, you've got 2 hot tubs, plenty of sun lounges, as well as a bar as well, the Signals Bar. It really is a great area to come and relax and escape all of the craziness from the cruise. And honestly, we always found this area to be super quiet and super relaxed. It really is lovely, and not many cruise lines do this, a whole section, a really big section just for the adults, but Disney do. So if you are a Disney fan and just an adult with no kids, honestly guys, we really highly recommend it. We've done a few Disney cruises now as a couple, and we love it. It's just fantastic because, like we said, you can immerse yourself in the Disneyness as much as you want, but then at the same time, it's a lovely cruise ship. It really is nice, and we love grabbing a nice drink on an evening in Signals and watching the world go by. It's lovely. Now, at the very front of the ship as well, by the adults only area, you've got the Senses Spa and Salon. Now, here you can come for a haircut for the guys, the barbers. There's also a hairdressers, lots of different treatment areas, so you can get your pedicures, your manicures, your massages, your treatments. They even do things like fillers and stuff like that, which is crazy. Then you've got the rainforest area as well, which, to be honest, we don't think's really that good value because it is very small. You've just got a couple of steam rooms and a couple of beds. I would give that one a miss. You've got some couples rooms as well where you can get treatments which look really fantastic with hot tubs and things like that when you have a massage.
Yeah, and on the first day you can have a look around the spa. Be careful, they do try to upsell you on everything. There's also a fitness centre right at the front of the spa. That is complimentary, you can come in here anytime you like. And also don't forget that in the changing rooms there is a complimentary sauna, so you don't have to pay for that. You can just go in and use the sauna in there.
Now, a recent addition would be the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. This was added a few years ago, and obviously this is the same as what you'll find in some of the Disney parks, where your little princes or princesses can come and get a makeover with all of the costumes, the hairdos, the makeup, stuff like that. Obviously, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg, but the kids seem to absolutely love it. But yeah, this was added a few years ago. to the ship as well. But oh my god, she's just so gorgeous, guys. I really do love this ship. As we're walking towards the front, you'll also find a smoking area as well for the smokers, and it has been placed out quite of the way, which is really good, but it's still a lovely area. Then at the very front of the ship, you'll find a little zone with several little areas for gaming. So you have things like ping pong tables, a basketball court, or a multi-arena where you can play football and things like that, and foosball. And you get some absolutely magnificent views at the front of the ship as well. It really is a lovely area. But oh my gosh, we have to say this ship is just gorgeous and we absolutely love it. We highly recommend sailing on the Disney Wonder. She's one of our favourites, and we really do hope you enjoyed our little tour of the ship.
Yeah, we do love this ship. We think she's the perfect size. She's a small ship compared to modern ships these days, but she still has a lot of character and a lot going on board.
Please hit that subscribe button and the like button to find more videos on our channel. We've got lots of stuff coming.
And you can look at our experience on this ship. Check out those vlogs if you're new here.
A big thank you to our patrons as well. Our patrons help us to create honest and unbiased and entertaining content. In return, we give you things like full-length extra episodes that absolutely nobody else gets to see apart from our patrons, early access to our videos, ad-free access to our videos, a monthly video call, and much, much more. A big thank you to our patrons. All of the details are in the description section below. So I guess that's it till next time. Happy cruising!